Hi, welcome everyone to ACE Weekly. Let me know who is here in the chat. So I see Sandra. Hi, Sandra. So we're going to begin at 6:30. I just wanted to start a little early so that we could let persons jump on. So hi, Rafisha. So just waiting for more persons to jump on. So if you're not signed up with StreamYard, what will happen is that I won't see who is commenting. So bear that in mind. If you see a message that says sign up or sign in or register or whatever, you need to do that. So I'm actually live right now in my Facebook group, my Facebook page, and on YouTube. So if you're watching me on YouTube, remember to like, comment, and subscribe during the video itself. Ask any questions that you need. And on Facebook, ask any questions that you need in the chat area. So let me know who is here right now. So I see Sandra, I see Rafisha. Who else is here on live for this particular session? Remember, I'm doing this via a new platform. We're not using the platform that we used to use because of, for those who have been watching, you've been seeing all that has been going on. So I'm not using that platform anymore for my live public sessions. I'll only use it for my private sessions. So just let me know who is joining right now. If it's the first time you're joining, this is my ACE weekly session that I do every Sunday at 6:30. And I teach tips and tricks that you can use, or tips and strategies that you can use in your business, whether it be an online business or an offline business. All right. So hi, Charmaine. Yes, so do like what Charmaine did. If you are not registered, you can just put the name of whoever is commenting. But Charmaine, you are registered, so I do see your name. All right, so just giving persons a few more minutes to join since we're a bit early. Now, for today's session, I'm going to be looking on how can you get Microsoft Office for free. So let me know if you're excited to learn all about that. Some of you may know about this way to get it, but it may be new to some people, and it's a refresher for those who may know already. So remember to like the video, comment. If you're watching on YouTube, remember to subscribe to the channel so that you're notified when I do videos like this. All right, so just giving person some more time to join. So if you have any questions in the meantime, you can put that in the comment section. All right, so just checking any comments that are coming in. All righty. So in the meantime, let me tell you about my 2-for-1 deal. I have a membership, which is a monthly membership. It's $3,000 per month, and you get access to a whole range of content. But the biggest bonus is that you get access to me. So you can ask me any questions that you need, any help that you need. We have quite a supportive community. It's filled with people of like mind. We are all in this to be successful. So it's a great community to be a part of. So for the month of March, you can join with a 2-for-1 deal. So you get 2 entries for just $3,000. So you can make up with a friend. You pay $1,500, they pay $1,500. You're in for $3,000, and you're here for the month. If you want to continue, you continue paying the monthly fee. You can drop out at any time, but I doubt if you would want to leave once you're in this membership. You'll feel like you are right at home. So if you have any questions about the membership, send an email to info@acewithava.com. I apologize right now if you hear some noise in the background. I have a lot of my neighbors are about and they're making a lot of noise. So I apologize for any noise that you hear in the background. All right. So hi, I see Freelance Goddess. So if your Facebook name is not your real name, then I wouldn't know what name to call other than the Facebook name. All right. Okay, so it's now 6:30, so I am going to begin. No delay. All right, so welcome everyone. As I said earlier, to ACE Weekly. My name is Avalola, and I teach persons how to create an online business, set up an online business, as well as skills you can use to create your own earning opportunities. Do not wait for somebody to give you a job. You go out there and seek that job. Create your own earning opportunities based on what you see around you every day. Now, in today's session, I want to look at how can you get Microsoft Office for free. Now, Microsoft Office is a suite that allows you to do numerous application programs, or it has numerous application programs that allows you to do a whole lot of tasks. You have Microsoft Word, Microsoft Excel, and Microsoft PowerPoint are just three of the more popular programs in this particular suite, but you have others that exist as well. So let me know who knows about Microsoft Office. Have you ever used Microsoft Office? Do you have access to Microsoft Office where you don't have to pay for it? Let me know in the comments area. So there is a way to get Microsoft Office for free, and it's based online. So I'm going to share my screen and head on over to show you where we can go to get that particular program. So I'm just going to have things set up so that we can check that area. All right. So I apologize if I have any glitches in this session. First time we're using this platform to deliver the ACE Weekly. So, you may have problems from time to time. Right now, as I said, there's a whole lot of noise going on around me. So I apologize again, and hopefully it's not distracting to you. All right. So I'm going to share my screen now and head on over to the application. All right. So here we are on office.com. Yes, office.com. This is how you would go about getting your Microsoft Office for free. So let me just make sure that you are seeing my screen. Okay, you are. So head on over to office.com. Now, office.com is an area that allows you to sign up for a free account. You just need an email address and a password. If you have signed up for any Microsoft products, you will already have an account created with them, and you just sign up with the same email and the same address. So you just go to office.com and sign up or sign in. So in my case, I'll sign in because I already have an account. So remember, you're going to check office.com. So I'm going to sign in. So it already has my email address. So it's going to allow me to enter my password. So it's asking, do I want to stay signed in? No, I don't. So in office.com, as I said, you get access to a whole host of Microsoft Office programs. Microsoft Word, Microsoft Excel, as you see over here on the left-hand side, Microsoft PowerPoint, Microsoft Outlook, Microsoft OneDrive, Microsoft Teams, OneNote, To-Do, Family Safety. There are all kinds of things that you have access to. But the main things that are good about this particular program is that it allows you to get Microsoft Word, Excel, and PowerPoint, which are popular programs that persons want to have access to. Now, if you're putting any comments in the comment section, I will pause the session and then check those comments after. So if I'm not answering any questions, I'm just focusing on presenting at the moment. So what's Microsoft Word? The Microsoft Word is an application program that allows you to create documents. They tend to call it a document, and you can be a letter, resumes, anything, notes, transcripts, all kinds of documents that can be created within Microsoft Word. And the great thing is that you can do so online for free. It looks just like Microsoft Word that you have paid for with the paid Office, but the online version allows you to do so many things that you can do in the actual version. Now, note that there's an area here that if you want to buy Office, you can do so, because you still can purchase the Microsoft Office suite, but you get access to most of the features for free. So if you're an online freelancer and you offer data entry, what you get in the free version is very, very adequate for what you need to do, even when you're doing your regular document creation. So here you see in the home area, it will show you any other documents that you have created. There's an area where you can pin documents. So if you have any documents that you want to get access to quickly, you can pin them. So for instance, if I want to pin a document, I click on these three dots here and I go to pin, add to pinned. And when I go to pinned, it shows me that particular document. So we also have a shared with me. So if someone has shared a file with you, you can see it in this area. Now, another great thing is that if you have an existing Microsoft Office, Microsoft PowerPoint, or Microsoft Excel file, you can upload it from your computer. Sorry, and I'm sorry, and continue to work on it online. So you can upload an existing Microsoft Word, Excel, PowerPoint file from your computer and continue to work from it online. And you can also download it to your computer in the format that you need. So we're going to look at Microsoft Word first. So let me click on Microsoft Word right here. And this is what it looks like. So it will show you all the documents that you have created. You still have the option here to upload or open any file that's on your computer. You have a templates area here. So let's check that out. Let me just click on this. Now, templates allow you to be able to have a pre-design. So here we see you have a template for a flyer. You have a template for a resume. You have a calendar, a report template. There's so many different templates that you have, and you can get access to them for free. Some of them are paid. Anything that you see that says premium or has like a little diamond beside it, those are not free. So let's look and see what the report one looks like, just to get an idea when we click on report, what it looks like. So it's going to open the template, and you see right here that it has a template created for you. So there's an area where you see where you would put the actual report title or the year, and then there's some parts for the company name, your name, put the logo, and so on. So they basically give you a starter based on what you need for the particular template. So let's head on back over here. So if you want to look at the other templates, they're right there. You can look at the resume. So if you want to do resume creation, they have some resumes there that you can follow and get a guide as to what you would add. So you wouldn't use a template as is. You would customize it so that you can use it as you need to. All right, so let's close that. So here you see we can open a new blank document where you can create anything you need to. So you'll see quite quickly that it looks basically like the regular Microsoft Word. You'll see that it doesn't have all the features, but it has quite a good amount that allows you to do a whole lot. Now, this icon right here allows you to change how you want your ribbon. We call this entire thing the ribbon. So if you want it to have a simplified look, you can click this and you see it doesn't look as complicated, but it doesn't show all the features that are there. You have to click and look in each different menu option here. So if you prefer it to have the classic ribbon, you can click that option right there so that it has the classic ribbon look. So remember, this entire thing is called your ribbon, and your ribbon has the various menu options and your toolbars that are available. Now, a neat trick that if you want to get some extra text on your document, for instance, I want to have some text right now so that I can actually do something in Microsoft Word without having to type up what I want to show you. So a neat trick is that you can type equal RAND, open your brackets. Now, this number that I put will represent the number of paragraphs that will be displayed. And then I put a comma, and then the number I put now will represent how many sentences per paragraph. And then I close my bracket and press enter. So this is just random text that Microsoft Word has pulled from different areas of the application, maybe some help information and so on. So it's not anything that definitely makes any sense. It's mumbo jumbo, but it allowed me to quickly have some text here so I can demonstrate some of the features that Microsoft Word has to offer. And remember, this is for free. So right now we're using Microsoft Office for free. I don't have a paid account and I have access to all of these particular features right now. All right, so let me, if you think that's cool, comment in the comment chat area so that I can know that, yeah, you're impressed that, okay, you can do all of this for free. Now we know that you have Google Docs that's similar to Microsoft Word as well, but some people just like to use Microsoft Word and know that you have the option to be able to use that if you need to for free. So here on my document, I can use the various features that are there. So I can select my entire paragraph that I have here, and I can do my regular formatting features. So if I want to say change the size of the font, notice that when I hover here, it says font size, and I can change it to a larger font. I can change the font itself, as in the style of writing. So I can change that to another one. So let's use Times New Roman. I can bold, I can use underline, I can use the italic feature. I have all these features that I'm able to use in Microsoft Office Word. I can use my alignment features if I want to center something, left alignment, watch how the text goes, and justification. A lot of people don't know about the justification alignment. Have you ever seen the newspaper style, when you see that you have equal margin, equal spacing on your left and right margin? That's the justification. So that allows you to be able to just have everything look neat and lined up. Because when you look at the left alignment, notice that the right margin is jagged. When you look at the right alignment, notice that the left margin is jagged. So whatever alignment you're using, the particular alignment is in a nice straight line on the alignment that you use. If you're using right align, notice that the right side looks nice and neat. If you're using left align, notice that the left part is nice and neat. And if you're using justification, it gives you equal spacing in the left and the right margin. So both sides look good. All right, so I'm just going to check on over to see if anybody has any questions based on what has been presented so far. All right, so if you're commenting, give me your name. Some people's names aren't displayed, so I don't know who is commenting. So I see someone say, hi, Ava. All right, so Freelance Goddess said, I did not. No, I don't. I would love to know how. All right, and we have a Facebook user saying, cool. So remember, if you are not signed or registered with the StreamYard app, I won't know who is commenting. All right, so make sure that you get that done. I'm trying to remember if I posted in a way where you could register. I don't remember, so I will have to check. All right, so back to the presentation itself at hand. So we're looking on Microsoft Word and how you can use that for free, basically for free. All right, so I'm going to share about my screen. Remember, if you have any questions, put it in the comments area, and I will stop from time to time to look and see what you are asking. All right, so heading on back over to Microsoft Word. Okay, so all of the basic formatting features are there. In last week's session, remember, we looked at find and replace. That was a thing that you can do in Google Docs. You have that feature in Microsoft Word as well. So here we have the find button right here. Now, with the find and replace feature, always remember to have your cursor at the beginning of the document so that it will look for things at the top. So when you click find, it looks very similar. It's asking you what you want to search for. There's an area here that's asking where you want to search. Now, obviously, we want to search in this file. And then there's a replace part. And in the replace area, it brings up the find, what you're searching for. So let me type video and notice how many videos come up. And it shows you here as well. And then replace, it's asking what I would replace it with. All right, so I'm just going to put videos and replace all. And you see that all occurrences have been replaced. So you'll find that most word processors have similar features that allow you to do the basic stuff that will get stuff done. All right, so that's what we do there. So you have your regular file option. So if you wanted to save whatever you're doing in Microsoft Word, you'd go to save as, and there's a download a copy. So what this does, as it says, it will download a copy of Microsoft Word, this document, I should say, not Microsoft Word, this document to your computer. So if you had the Microsoft Word application on your computer, you could continue working on this file. You can also download this as a PDF. And for those who know Google Docs has similar features to this. All right. So in the area here, you can still do your cut and your copy and all these things. You have insert where you can add an image. You can add a link. You can comment on a document. You can put in page numbers. If you have any symbols that you want to use, sometimes you have documents, especially if you're creating something to do like a test paper and you have like mathematical symbols. There's a symbols area here, and you can put in an emoji in the document as well. All these different things you're able to put in. You can also share the document with someone to work on it as well. So here you see anyone with the link can edit. So I can actually put in someone's email address and send the link, and you'll get an email letting you know that this document has been shared with you. Or I can simply just copy the link and just share the document, and you can edit accordingly. So I just copy and then paste this link either in an email or wherever I would like to paste it. So most persons know how to use Microsoft Word, the different features that it has. So I don't need to really look at Microsoft Word in detail, only to let you know that this is available for you to use online for free. And it has the majority of the features that the paid Microsoft Word has. Now, if you want to go to your home area and use another application, you simply click on these menu. This is your menu area, your app launcher, and you can open another application. And we're going to open Microsoft Excel. Now, Microsoft Excel, unlike Microsoft Word, this is called a spreadsheet, not a document. So you call Microsoft Excel files spreadsheet or sheets. And with Microsoft Excel, you can do a lot of calculations of things. You can set up what we call formulas and functions to do certain calculations. So you use this for more of a mathematical calculations, or if you're having any budgets or things like that. A lot of people may mistakenly use Microsoft Excel as they would Microsoft Word, but only use Microsoft Excel if you definitely want to have features where you can do certain calculations. That's the main reason why you have Microsoft Excel available. And if you want to do like something called data validation, which allows you to do certain calculations and working out certain things based on certain criteria and all kind of setup you can do in Microsoft Excel. So just like Microsoft Word, you have a templates area that you have listed here. So there's a project tracker template, a timesheet template, make a list, daily schedule, assignment, track my assignments, timesheet, all these things, budget, gift planner. People tend to use Microsoft Excel as a way to check things as well, like a tracker. So you're tracking different things. For instance, if you're a freelancer and you want to track certain things, like for a particular service that you have set up, how many sales have you gotten from that service? How much money have you made from that particular service? You could have a spreadsheet tracker of your client information and such. So spreadsheets they tend to use spreadsheets for things like that. So click back. So new blank workbook. So they call it a sheet or workbook or spreadsheet. Now, where Microsoft Excel is concerned, notice that it looks different from Microsoft Word. You have what we call grid lines, and these are not seen unless you want them to be seen. So you can set it up where you're actually seeing these lines, but as it is now, they're not being seen. So it's made up of rows and columns. So the rows are represented by numbers, and the columns are represented by letters. So some people don't know rows different from columns. So rows are horizontal and columns are vertical. So A is the column and the row is 1. So we call the intersection of a row and a column a cell. So you'll hear Microsoft Excel, you refer to these as cells. And each cell is a location, and you can identify each location. So right now, based on where my cursor is, the location is F4. And we call F4 a cell address or a cell reference. So if I had a value here in F4, 67, where is it? In F4. If I move it to another area, so let me move it and come over here. Let me cut it. I move it and come over here. Where is the paste? Where is 67 now? If I move it right here, where is 67? Let me move it from here. 7 is now where? Let me know in the comments. It's in J5. So you call the column letter first and then the row number. So to move around each cell, you can simply click in the cell you want to be in, or you can use your tab button. The tab will move the cursor from left to right. And if you want to go up or down, you can use your arrow keys, or left to right, you can use your arrow keys on your keyboard, and your enter button will just go down. All right, so that's just how you would move around in Microsoft Excel. So if I wanted to create a simple spreadsheet, I could just create something quite quickly. I can have item name, all right, and then I have quantity. I love to use this kind of example. It's quite easy. Cost, and then I have total cost. All right, so if I was using this spreadsheet to do certain calculations of products or how much products cost, I can have a simple spreadsheet set up like this. Now notice that item name is cut off. So if I want to see the entire contents of the cell A1, I would have to widen my cell. All right, so to widen your cell, you position your cursor between each column letter, the line that's in between the column letter. Notice the cursor turns into a thin cross, and then you hold it down and you can drag to whichever direction you need. So I need to go in the right direction. All right, so let's do some items. So computer, quantities 4, cost is, let's see, we have some expensive computers here. So 60,000 for one. All right, and then I want to put mouse, 225 for one mouse, and then I'm going to put keyboard 1, and the keyboard is 15. All right, so these items in my spreadsheet, they're called values, and these values are going to be used in calculations. If you have any values in your spreadsheet that are identifying what's in a row or a column, we call it a label. For instance, you might have the year 1999. It looks like a number, but you're not going to be using it in calculations. You're going to be using it to identify what's in that particular year. All right, so anytime you have values that you're going to do calculations on, you'd make sure that they are adjusted accordingly. So if you have a particular value that's actually a label, and as I said, a label is used to represent what's in a row or a column. If the label happens to be a number, you need to make sure that you know that it's not a number, it's a label. All right, so that was just something quick tidbit. Now I want to work out the total cost. So the great thing about Microsoft Excel is that I can do so quite easily without actually using a calculator. So if I was to work out the total cost, quantity and cost. So one computer costs $60,000 and I'm buying 4. So what's the total cost of the computers? All right, so you'll be working out on a calculator and so on, but guess what? Microsoft Excel allows you to do so using a function or a formula. So in this case, I'm going to use a formula. Now, all formulas must start with an equal sign, and then we're not using what the value is, we're using where the value is found. So I want to work out the total cost, and to do so, regular mathematics has to come into play. I need to multiply the quantity by the cost, or the cost by the quantity. So I need to multiply 60,000 by 4 to get the total cost for computer. But I'm not going to be doing so using the actual values. I'm going to be doing so using where they are found. So where is the number 4? Where is 4? 4 is in B2. And what are we doing? We're multiplying. Now in computers, we don't use the letter X for the multiplication symbol. X is the X is the letter X. So if you want to multiply, you have to use the asterisk. All right, so I'm going to press the asterisk. And then what am I multiplying it by? I'm multiplying it by the value 60,000, which is in C2. And you notice that it's highlighting the cells that are being used in the formula. And look how easy this is. Watch closely. When I press the enter button, Excel works this out for me automatically. So I got $240,000. And if I want to work out for the other items, look what I'm going to do. Watch quickly before you miss it. I'm going to position my cursor right here on this little square on the bottom right-hand corner. It's called a fill handle. I'm going to hold down my left mouse button when the cross gets very thin, and I'm going to drag downward. And what I just did, ladies and gentlemen, was copy the formula that I had here to the other cells. Now, bear in mind what's happening right here. We call this our formula bar. And our formula bar, as the name says, shows us our formula. So here we see what calculation is going on. So we're multiplying B3 by C3. In this one here, we're multiplying B4 by C4. So guys, basically Microsoft Excel allows you to do a whole lot. A lot of persons are sleeping on the fact that it can do calculations for you using functions and formulas. Utilize them. They are very beneficial when you're doing certain data entry jobs and such. So make sure that you know how to do that. Now, when you start off with your spreadsheet, you start with one sheet. And if you need to add other sheets, this plus icon here allows you to add another sheet and another sheet and another sheet. You can also name your sheet. So I can right click and rename and call this products and click OK. All right, so I'm going to stop a little just to see if there are any questions based on what has been done so far. All right, so hi Georgia, and Cindy prefers justified. Yes, justification looks good depending on what you're doing, because sometimes if your paragraph doesn't have a lot of text in there, when you do the justification feature, it spreads it out like super wide and you just have these big spaces in there. All right, so Denise, hi Denise. All right, so Denise, we're not using Zoom anymore. I said that on my last session, and once you're in the email list, I sent out an email so that you can know that this session is going to be done either via my Facebook page live, my Facebook group live, and it's live on YouTube now. So if you're watching on either one, you can make a comment. All right, so I see we have people commenting on YouTube as well as Facebook. All right, so thanks for the comments. So remember, put your name when you're commenting, because unless you're registered with StreamYard, I don't know who I'm talking to. All right, so let me know who is commenting as well. So that's just a little brief on Microsoft Excel. Microsoft Excel allows you to do so many things. Who actually has used Microsoft Excel for formulas, doing calculations and such? Have you used Microsoft Excel like that? Have you used Microsoft Excel to create charts? What have you used Microsoft Excel for? Do you even use Microsoft Excel? This is an application that you can use and offer to clients, data entry, so that you can be able to create a whole lot of different spreadsheet files. Remember, you don't call Microsoft Excel files documents. Microsoft Word files are documents, and Microsoft Excel files are spreadsheet. All right. So some people say all the time. So remember, tell me who is commenting. I don't see the names. All right. So that's what we can do with that. Okay, so remember, if you're watching this video via YouTube, remember to like, comment, subscribe, share this video with somebody that you think will benefit from something like this. And for those coming in later, we are learning how can you get Microsoft Office for free. All you need to do is go to office.com and sign up. If you're already signed up with Microsoft products, you can just use your regular Microsoft product email and your regular password, or you can just create a new account and use with office.com. So you just go to office.com, sign up, and then continuously you just go to office.com and sign in, and you get access to all of those application programs. All right, so remember, put any questions that you have or any comments in the comment area, and I'm checking back from time to time. So I'm going to head on back over to the presentation itself. So I'm sharing back my screen. All right, so let's head on back over to Microsoft Excel. So that's just showing you basic calculations in Microsoft Excel. There's so many other things that you can do in Microsoft Excel. One feature that I love to use is to sort your spreadsheet. So sometimes you want to make sure that your spreadsheet items are in order so that you can do certain calculations, or not even calculations, check certain things quite easily instead of manually going through. So whenever you're sorting, you need to make sure that you have what we call header rows included so you know what to sort by. All right, so let's test out a little sorting. So I'm going to highlight all of this. And here we have two types of sort. We have ascending order, which means A to Z, and descending order, Z to A. Of course, they use these letters of the alphabet. If you don't have anything that has those letters, wherever it falls, it will sort accordingly. All right, so when we click this right here, notice what happens. It does a sort of the spreadsheet according to A to Z. So we see computer come first, keyboard, mouse. If I do Z to A, we see that it has mouse, keyboard, and computer. There are advanced sorts that you would use because you may want to sort by a particular column, because by default it just was sorting by item name, but sometimes you want to actually sort by a specific column and be able to choose that. So you would need to know how to do that in Microsoft Excel. So just like how in Microsoft Word you had the ribbon right here where you can check and see what kind of ribbon display you want. So here we have the classic, and here we have the simplified version of the ribbon. All right, so you can also move around your sheet. So if I want sheet 2 to be first, I hold it down and drag it. I say, come here, sheet 4. Come here, products. Come here. You know, so I just put it anywhere I want. You can scroll all the way down. People ask, are the rows endless? Who can answer that question? Are the rows endless and are the columns endless? Trivia question. Are the rows endless and the columns endless? Someone answer that. No, it's not endless. And if you do a quick Google search, it will tell you specifically how many columns and rows you have access to in Microsoft Excel. All right, so Microsoft Excel is an application program that you can get for free via office.com. If you do want to buy it, they are always showing you an option here that you can buy it. You can share your Microsoft Excel spreadsheet as well and have others work on it. You can also download, so file, you can also download it on your computer as an XLSX file or XLS, depending on the version of Microsoft Excel that you have, and use it on your computer as well. Let's head on back over to our app launcher and check out Microsoft PowerPoint. Now, Microsoft PowerPoint allows us to be able to create presentations. So Microsoft Word was documents that we can do, like letters, invitation, flyers. We can do designs in Microsoft Word as well, or resumes, notes, transcripts. Microsoft Excel allowed you to do anything to do with calculation, budgets, trackers, things like that, lists. And now Microsoft PowerPoint allows you to do presentations, whether it be a presentation that I'm doing now. I'm doing a live online presentation, and I could use a Microsoft PowerPoint presentation slides to supplement or complement that particular presentation. Teachers can use this. People who are doing course creation can use this, and it just adds a different flavor. Instead of just having someone just talk, they can have something being shown on the screen. Other than just showing how to do something on the screen, you can have slides that are showing content that's relevant to the presentation and just makes it better. So just like how with the others we had templates and such, with Microsoft PowerPoint, we say we have themes. So click on the different themes that are there. So these themes are different designs that are already pre-done that Microsoft PowerPoint has to offer. So let me click on this one so you can just get an idea of what the theme could look like. So here you see you have this, it starts with this, And then if you want to add other slides, you can right click and say new slide. So for Microsoft Word, we say document. For Microsoft Excel, we say sheet, workbook, worksheet, spreadsheet. But for Microsoft PowerPoint, we say presentation or presentation slides. So you see, based on the application that you're using, the terminology is different. So please, guys, I don't want anybody to say the Microsoft document slides or the Microsoft document worksheet. Know what terminology to use for the document. See, I'm even tripping up myself. Know what terminology to use for the application that you are using. So you sound like you know what you're talking about. Don't talk to a client and refer to a Microsoft Excel file as a document, because right away they're going to say, huh? That's not a document, unless they don't know either. So that's the only way you'll get away. But sound knowledgeable about the task that you are going to be performing. All right, so that's one of the templates. You can go back. So you can have templates that are designed nicely for you that you can use, or you can create your own. So to create your own, you would go to the same blank document, or see, I'm mixing up myself to blank presentation. All right, a lot's going on in the mind. So here we have our slide. So it starts you off with a slide, and this slide has what we call text boxes to start off with. So you notice that Microsoft Word had a blank document that you could start typing on. Microsoft Excel had grid lines made up of rows and columns. And Microsoft PowerPoint has a page that comes up, a slide, and on it, in order to type anything, we need a text box. So these are called text boxes. And as the name says, it's a box that allows you to put text in it. So it starts you off with a text box by default that allows you to add a title to your slide, and it allows you also to add a subtitle to your slide. So if I was calling this, let's say I say Microsoft PowerPoint, and then this now is saying this application, or I should say learn how to use in 24 hours. All right, so that's my example of a subtitle. Now, if I want a new slide, I can simply right click on it and I can go to new slide and it will bring up another slide. I can even remove all that's on it because all of these, as I said, are text boxes. So when I click on it, it shows that it's selected and I can delete it. And I can delete this as well. And I can put anything I want on the text box. So I have different layouts that I can choose from. So here where you see me click layout, I can have it where it shows this kind of layout. So here you see it says click to add text, click to add text. I can add a table. All of these things, they're icons that allow you to add the content that you want. So I can add a table. This is allowing me to add this graphical looking presentation thingy right here. So you can add whatever you want to add based on whatever is being shown to you. So this one allows you to select any kind of different thing that you want to add. So when you look on each one, you'll know what you want to add based on what's going on. All right. So know that there are different slides that you can add. For each slide, you can add a transition between the slides. Now, transitions allow you to, it's all about how you change from slide to slide. So move from one slide to the other. All right, so you can do so in a fancy way. So there are different kinds of transitions that you can do, and it shows you all of them here. If you click this arrow here, it shows you all the different kind of transitions that you can do. And when we said it's for free, remember we always love free. So you can have checkered. So let's see if we can get to see the slideshow presentation. So you see it comes up like, wow, I was just wowed a while ago. It just looked wow. So I didn't do a transition for my second slide here. It doesn't have any content here, so it's not going to do a transition with that. But what I did is that I set the first slide to open with that particular transition. And for each element that you have on your slide, you can add animation to it. You can make it fly in, fly out, all kinds of different things. So here I have animation. and you have to select what you want the animation on. So I have Microsoft PowerPoint here. So if I wanted to have a peek in, so let's look and see what that looks like. So we see on the mouse click, because it's on mouse click, it peeks in. So all of these are mouse click options. You do have it where you can set it up that it does automatically, but that's a more advanced setup of Microsoft PowerPoint, but you get the drift. Now, there's so many other applications that are here for free in Microsoft Office via office.com. So you have a calendar, which works very similar to how Google Calendar works. You can set up and organize your thing and get reminders and such. And if you want to see all the other apps, you go to all apps and it shows you all the things that are available to you right here. So as I said, the best thing about all of this is that it is for free. All right, for free. So the great thing, as I said, for free. If you want to do data entry, don't be discouraged and said, all right, I don't have Microsoft Word or don't have Microsoft Excel or PowerPoint. I don't have Microsoft Office because I can't afford it. You have a lot of these features that you get for free via the office.com platform where you can do all of these things. All right. You can do your Word documents, you can do your spreadsheets, you can do your PowerPoint files, all for free. And we know that where Microsoft PowerPoint is concerned, it allows you to do so many things and it looks pretty, you know, you do your different presentations. You can do a slide presentation for various events like graduation. Graduation is coming up. And you know that you may have a slide presentation going through various pictures all throughout the school year and things like that. I remember I got paid $150 US dollars just to create a slide presentation with images for a funeral. So things like funeral services and graduation, that's an earning opportunity that you can have by creating slides for them that just add to a certain section in the program that they are creating. All right. A lot of funeral homes are adding different digital products to their brand because they see that it adds to the program and such. All right. So that's how you get to use Microsoft Office for free. Reminder, go to office.com and sign up or sign in with your regular Microsoft account that you have created. All right. So anyone interested in learning more about Microsoft Office, as in using the office.com and using Microsoft Word, Microsoft Excel, or Microsoft PowerPoint online, I do have an ebook that gives you step-by-step how to use this particular platform, the three of them, Microsoft Word, Microsoft Excel, and Microsoft PowerPoint. And in addition to that ebook, there are bonus videos. I think it's about 40 bonus videos that show you how to do these particular things. So if there's anybody interested in that, you can just email me at info@acewithava.com to find out the cost for that ebook and the bonus videos. All right, guys. So let me know if you found the presentation helpful. If you're watching this on a replay, you can just let me know in the comments replay and let me know what you thought about being able to use Microsoft Office for free. Microsoft Office is an application that allows you to do so many different things, and there's so many ways you can use it to earn. And why not have a starting point and earn by not having to invest in it in the beginning and being able to earn along the way. All right, guys. So thank you so much again for joining me live on my ACE weekly session. This is the way I will have it every Sunday at 6:30 via this platform, either on my YouTube channel, on my Facebook page, and also in my Facebook group. I'm live in the 3 areas right now. So if you're joining me on YouTube, remember to like, comment, subscribe, and share this video with anybody you think will find it helpful. And if you're on Facebook, whether it's be the page or the group, comment your thoughts on the presentation. All right, guys. So bye and have a great rest of the night. Bye.